Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do my 10 fragrances for life. I was tagged by Dan from Scented Waters. Thank you, maybe. This tag actually gave me some anxiety. It was very hard to choose, just 10. I did 5 designer and 5 niche. But first, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Maite. I review fragrances and products. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and also ring the little notification bell. I am uploading videos Mondays and now Wednesdays at 4. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my 5 designers and then I'll finish off with my 5 niche. I didn't rank them. It was hard enough to pick just 5 and 5, so 10 total for life. And my criteria was, you know, if they were discontinued and I couldn't get them again and I lost the bottle, would I miss these? And the answer is absolutely. These I need in my collection. Need. So the first one is, I think this is on many people's top 10 for life, Dior Eau de Parfum by Christian Dior. And I mean, how could you not? It's leather and iris and rich and just dark, delicious yumminess. Like it's a very, very sensual smell. It's, I think, perfectly unisex, and I don't see my collection without it. So the next fragrance I think is timeless. When I first smelled it, I fell in love. I've been loving Chypres, and this one was just magical to me. I think it's a very classic smell. It's Guerlain Mitsouku Eau de Parfum. I hunted down a vintage formulation. So this one's from 1998, and I haven't smelled the newer formulations, and I don't really have any interest to. I feel like this one's gonna just be richer and just smoother from what I can, you know, gather from all the reviews and everything. Yeah, if you love just very classic smells, vintage, very feminine, some fruitiness, some just, yeah, very smooth and rich, just super rich, dark. It smells very mature, so not for everybody, but if this is your type of fragrance, those dark, rich, dense fragrances, then Mitsouku is a must-have. The next one. Now, I wanted something floral, but I don't like heavy florals, so I was between this one and Flower Bomb. My only issue with Flower Bomb is it doesn't last, while this one, which is Miss Dior, ooh, was that too close? Miss Dior Le Parfum, lasts all day. It projects like crazy. It is pretty intense, not super heavy floral. It's more about the creamy vanilla and amber. It's very, again, dark, rich. You're gonna see a trend here. Those are my type of fragrances. I love those dark, rich, dense scents, and you can probably hear my daughter laughing. But yes, Miss Dior Le Parfum for my girly, feminine floral. Next up, this is probably gonna be more for like very cold weather. Santal Royal, really beautiful sandalwood and oud. And there's some rose in this, and there's spices, and there's incense. Again, dark, rich. This is pretty dark. I mean, I think this is the darkest one out of all of these, but long-lasting, beautiful, sensual. Like I said, better for colder weather, but since I live in Florida, I will, you know, wear it whenever. Just a little goes a long way. You don't want a lot of this. It'll definitely kind of suffocate you if you overspray it, but it's a beautiful, beautiful scent. Another one by Guerlain, Santal Royal. The last designer, and probably the scent that kind of started it all, and every time I smell it, I need to take a moment of silence. It's Lancome Oud Bouqet. And it's another rose oud, but it has praline in it, and it's just the sweetest. It's almost, not almost, it is gourmand. It smells candied, like a candied sweet rose, and then that rich oud with the spices and the oud. Really, really beautiful. Very, I think feminine, but if you like sweet smells, you could probably pull this off. If you're a man and that's what you're into, but I really, really, really need to have this one. I can't see my collection without this one as well. So that is my last designer, Lancome Oud Bouqet. Moving into the niche fragrances. I can't believe that I just had to choose these 5. I'm gonna have 2 honorable mentions, 1 designer, 1 niche at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. The first one, and I waited to do my quarantine haul. If you missed that video, that was last week, my last video. Go ahead and check that out. I waited because there was a couple that was coming in that I knew I wanted to be in my 10 for life, and I'm so glad that I waited because I do not see my collection without this one. I probably shouldn't have taken the top off. This is Andy Tower Au Coeur du Desert. This is the intense version of L'air du Desert Moroccan. It's Au Coeur. I don't know if you can see that. It's a lot denser and more opulent and just smokier. It's very like earthy. There's patchouli in here. I believe there's amber, and yeah, really rich, sensual, beautiful. There's a dryness to it. The same kind of dryness that's in L'air du Desert is in this as well, but it's just, yeah, just heavier and so beautiful. I'm really happy with this one. Definitely can't live without it. Next one is Henley Amaura. Yeah, it's my favorite fruity tobacco. There's blonde tobacco, so that's very smooth. There's stone fruit in here. I believe there's amber in here as well, or some kind of resins. And there's also like a little bit of a powderiness to it. Amaura is unisex, but I think she leans a little bit more feminine. Very beautiful scent. As far as tobacco, this is probably my favorite. So Henley Amaura. The next one is Chris Rusak 33. And Chris signs the bottom of all his bottles, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, this is just the most authentic vetiver fragrance in my collection. It's smoky and earthy and, you know, just very rich and heavy. If you love vetiver, this is definitely a must try. There is a heaviness to this, but the dry down is so creamy from that orris butter. It's just an absolutely stunning fragrance. Chris Rusak 33. The next one also has vetiver in it. It is Francesca Bianchi, the Black Knight, but this is vetiver with leather and, and buttery orris. It's just buttery, like it's buttered leather and iris and vetiver. That's what it is. Oh God, yes. It's so beautiful. It's a powerhouse. Like, it lasts all day long. It is intense. If you haven't tried Francesca Bianchi fragrances, please get yourself a discovery set. It is an experience. It is not for the faint of heart. If you want to challenge your nose, then check out Francesca Bianchi and check out the Black Knight. My last niche fragrance is, and this was so hard, but I could not include Memo African Leather. It is just the most like sexy leather fragrance I have smelled. I sprayed some on and it's just, I mean, there is an exotic quality to it. There's cumin in here, and just all kinds of like spices, and there's vetiver and there's musk, but it's not too animalic. I can smell some muskiness, but I think it's just so tame. And while I do think this one leans a bit more masculine, if you love just very heavy, rich scents, then definitely check this one out. This is Memo African Leather as my last, the last in my top 10 for life. And like I mentioned, I do have 2 honorable mentions. I couldn't not mention these because I feel like both of them are just fantastic and I would miss them as well. I picked one designer, Elie Saab, Essence number 3 Amber. And it's just, God, the most beautiful amber fragrance. It's just straightforward. It's not too sweet. It's an earthy amber. There's patchouli in here. It's, oh God, it lasts all day. It's just magical. And the bottle is gorgeous. And as far as ambers go, this is probably my favorite amber. And my niche honorable mention is Nobel 1942 La Danza del Libellule. First of all, I think I probably just picked this for the bottle. The bottle is absolutely stunning. I love it. But really the scent is beautiful. It's a crisp, almost tart red apple with the creamiest vanilla and coconut I have ever smelled. It's a gourmand. It leans a bit feminine, but definitely you can pull it off. If you're a man, it's just stunning, and I had a really hard time cutting this one out, but that's my last honorable mention. So I'm supposed to tag people, I guess, now. I don't know who hasn't done this. If you haven't done your top 10 for life yet, please tag your it if you're watching. I would love to see, I love to watch these videos. I love to see what people come up with. It's so hard to choose, but so far I've seen some amazing lists. So again, if you haven't done your top 10 for life and you want to do it, go ahead, tag your it. Thank you, Dan, for tagging me to do this. This was a lot of fun, a little bit stressful, but it really helped me to see what my favorites are in my collection. It's really easy to kind of lose sight when you start collecting all these bottles, but definitely these 10, actually 12, because I snuck 2 in there, really would remain. If I had to get rid of my collection, these are the ones that would absolutely stay for life. My 10 for life. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and tune in every Monday and Wednesday at 4. Have a great week, you guys. Mwah.